Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand, whispers of fate, echoes of dreams.
And good morning. So, I'm back from vacation. I had gone to Boston, and somebody had said Boston was a walking town, so they've got a great transportation system there, but I tell you what, we ended up literally, when I look at my watch, we walked over 25 miles in 3 days. So, I tell you what, I was sore by the time we got back. I cannot think of the last time I walked that much. But it was a lot of fun. So, but now it's just back to work, isn't it? And what are we doing? We are doing our morning reflection, daily meditation, checking in with the universe. But I am glad to be back. So, and I have a new tarot deck. So I was at a friend's house there in Boston, or in Salem actually, and they had a tarot deck sitting there, and it's really cool. So I haven't opened it yet, but I got it in Salem, brought it back, and I'll do a video on it. So this is what we're doing. We are doing our morning reflection, where we're going to make sure our feet are flat and our butt is comfortable. And our shoulders are relaxed and our neck is relaxed. And we can breathe. So I can say that I had a chance to do quite a few live readings over the past few days. So that was good. Kept me in touch with the cards. So let's see what the universe does have for us today. See if there's any tips or tricks or any angers or resentments that we should look at now, so that if something comes up later on, maybe instead of just reacting, we'll be like, oh, we already talked about that today. Maybe I'll just take a breath and not react. So, I'm going to make our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. Each one a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these stacks is a separate path, because this stack will lead down one path, this path with this stack, and whichever stack we choose, we're going to be leaving 2 conversations behind. And let's go with the bottom stack. Let's see. I like to think of that as things that are underneath that could be influencing that we don't even realize. So I'm going to do our 3 and 1. Take an extra breath. Okay. So this morning is the Knight of Cups. So I tell you what, the readings that I've been doing and all, the Knight of Cups has been showing up a lot. And people have been asking about relationships and things like that. So Knights are what? Knights are the element of fire. Their energy, their action. In the 1500s when we had, when the tarot was created, who would the kings send into battle first? The knights would just fly right in. And the cups are emotions and feelings and water. So this is about rushing ahead with our emotions and feelings. Court cards could be us. They could be somebody else, or they could just be part of the situation. So let's see what this horse is looking at. The Queen of Cups. So queens are the element of water. Cups are the element of water. So this is a spread about emotions today. This is totally about feelings and in dealing with other people. Queens are the cards are court. The court cards are gender neutral, so it's not that they're male or female. It's the masculine energy and feminine energy. So sometimes when there's more than one court card in a spread, sometimes it can be a conflict or it could be a coming together. We have the King of Swords. So kings, they're the ones who, that's when taking charge. Kings are the king card is the element of air. Swords are the element of air. So here we have a card that is fire and water. Here we have water and water. Here we have air of air. We have these emotional cards. And then we have somebody who is clear-sighted and does not take emotions into consideration when making a decision. It's when we have to be logical. It's when, we may not always like the decision, but it's about being clear-sighted. So I'm going to flip over the advice card. So as I was saying, when I see this many court cards in a spread, a lot of times that is conflicting. They're having conversations. They're fighting with each other. So the advice card being the Chariot. So the way that I'm seeing this morning is that we have our emotions. We acknowledge our emotions. We feel our emotions. And I'm going to look at this right now as if this is just essences of our own personality. Okay? Our personality with our emotions, where they want to take charge. Our emotions where they are what we're using to make decisions with. When a decision has to be made, and it's difficult to be clear-sighted. So sometimes when dealing with family members, sometimes dealing with in emotional situations, it is so hard to make that clear-sighted decision. The advice card this morning is the Chariot. The Chariot is about self-will. The Chariot says, I don't care how I feel today. There's something that I have to do. The Chariot doesn't take feelings into consideration. The Chariot says something has to be done. When I was in the Army, basic training, I'll never forget, a drill sergeant said, it's all just mind over matter. If you don't mind, then it don't matter. So I'm one of those very much embrace our emotions kind of people. I really am. It's, I'm a hugger. But today, this is showing that with the Knight, this is our emotions where we're running with them. The Queen is the one who gets control of her emotions. It's almost like we're looking, I never use whether this is a timeline or what, past, present, future, because I let the cards tell me. But it seems like with the Knight will just run away with emotions. But as we get an understanding and get things under control, that's the Queen. So if this is a timeline, this is where it's like, here we have the King understanding the emotions, understanding what's going on, but knowing that regardless of anything, we need to be clear-sighted and we need to take control. We need to get our emotions under control. So today, this is about not letting our emotions get the best of us. So let's imagine then if this is other people then. If this is a group, if this is a family, a family situation, it's still the same thing. We know people who can be emotional and they run with it. And we know somebody who can be very compassionate, and it's like, if there's an argument, if there's something going on, we just have all these different types of personalities running around. But it's still saying that somebody has to be the clear-sighted one. Somebody's going to have to take control of the situation before it gets out of hand. And that's where the Chariot comes in. So whether this is about us or somebody else, today's cards are about reining in the emotions in the situation, taking that breath, and just focusing on being clear-sighted. So that is the goal for the day, is to rein in the emotions and be clear-sighted for the day. So, I'm glad to be back. And this is definitely something, because there's things going on, especially over this weekend. So, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening or night, wherever you happen to be in the world. And I will be grateful to be back again tomorrow. So with that, thank you again and take care.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around, mysteries we have found in the shadow. Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate,